let's build the perfect NFL quarterback. So we've got a list of 5 traits that we are going to be selecting quarterbacks out of everybody in the NFL to take that trait from that quarterback and put it into our what we'll call perfect passer. So there is a list of quarterbacks that we are not allowed to pull from. We've made a somewhat top 5 list of candidates. So it is Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and Justin Herbert. Those 5 players are off limits. We will not be able to pick them for any of these traits, but everybody else is fair game. That is starters, backups. If there's a backup that does something really well, we don't have like a clipboard holding trait, but if we did, you could pick a guy like Tim Boyle, because Lord knows he doesn't play the position well, so he's got to hold the clipboard pretty well. Anyways,
he's
we
got
can
some
get into
safe
things.
hands. If one of our options here was didn't cough the ball up, some ball security, some clipboard security, I'd be picking my favorite backup for that one. But we can kick off the draft. Are we rock paper scissoring to see who gets this?
I was gonna say, do we want to rock paper scissors, or do we want a snake draft? Like, do we want to do?
I say we snake draft. That
Okay.
creates more conflict. You gotta weigh what trait you value the most in your quarterback.
All right,
There's gonna be a slight
it'll be
Discord
on
delay here,
shoot.
but
There is gonna be a slight Discord delay, but it'll be on shoot. All right, rock paper scissors shoot. Oh, okay.
Woo! Well,
And he's won. He's won it.
I get to pick number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Do I just immediately take your baby boy right out from
Please
under
don't
your nose?
please don't take my baby boy.
I mean, he's definitely at the top of the list when you remove these top 5 quarterbacks, and you gotta
Take your own baby boy.
value
What is
someone.
Jared Goff good at?
I know what he's good at. All right.
Then pick it.
However, it's a snake draft, and I gotta go with the traits. The traits gotta go first. All right, I'll go ahead. I'll take your baby boy. I'm gonna steal him right from out. Right, if you just picked Rock, this wouldn't have been a problem. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna draft Drake May, and I'm drafting him in the trait of arm talent.
Wow, that's not what I would have picked him for, but all right.
Well, see, arm talent it's not throw power, it's arm talent. So it's angles, it's all of that stuff involved as well. So
Yeah,
I'm trying
but
to think of people
accuracy,
as well.
because accuracy is different. So that's what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
not accuracy. It's arm angles. It's that stuff. I was between improv and arm talent. I wasn't even thinking about accuracy for Drake May.
No, I wasn't going to take accuracy either, but I'm saying arm talent heavily favors throw power because it doesn't heavily favor throw accuracy, because that's a different stat. So I was going full
You were going to go
improv,
clipboard
but
holder for that arm talent then. I see. Actually, with that, I'll make my change for him to improv then, because
Okay.
I forgot about that as an option. That the arm talent doesn't include if it's accurate at the end of the day. So that's a valid take.
Yeah.
I'll give you your double.
because the
here
arm
for your
talent,
snake
I'm gonna draft a guy pretty high here that I don't think would go high anywhere else. I'm gonna let's see. I think I'm gonna go with the accuracy of Aaron Rodgers. As much shit as I give him, I think he is one of the most accurate quarterbacks, and it's not something that he loses with age. And so I think that's a pretty safe first selection for me. Not a top 5 guy, not off limits. And then for arm talent, just that you don't get to snag him because there's not that many picks left. I will be taking former Patriot, current backup Cowboy, forgot where he went, Joe Milton as my arm talent guy.
Okay.
Because all things considered, he kind of does have one of the most talented arms we've ever seen.
He does.
So
Did you see the clip of him throwing ball with the delivery guy? That was Joe Milton, right? I think that was
I have no idea. I did not see that though.
Oh well, he's just like tossing a ball back and forth with like a delivery truck driver or something. And then the delivery truck driver says like, "Put it on me fast." And that thing lasered. Like it was the length of a driveway, so I mean, it's Joe Milton's driveway. So a little longer than your average driveway. But yeah, like that thing was a bullet, a laser. The guy was like this, just went straight through his hands, like didn't stand a chance of catching that.
Yeah.
All right. Now. I've got a snake here. I feel like, despite where I've been in the past with loving rushing quarterbacks. I feel like I'm gonna go pretty late on picking rushing quarterback. I feel like you're gonna be
There's
able
just
to.
so many.
You're gonna get your first pick there. I'll leave it. Accuracy. Here's when I'll take my guy. I'll take Jared Goff here for accuracy, and then I'm left with my open spots of arm talent, rush ability, and IQ. Now, Jared Goff would have been a great one for IQ. I do want to say IQ is, at least in my eyes, it's not so much like the decision making. I'm not going to be picking Jordan Love, but I do think of it more as like, the quickness of getting the ball out of your hands, being decisive with where you're putting it because you evaluated everything pre-snap. So that's kind of my line of thinking there.
I have a pick for IQ for who I want if you, of course, don't take him. Because
I'm going to go... This is the tough one because I feel bad not putting him for IQ, but I'm going Matthew Stafford for arm talent. There's the angles. There's the angles I was talking about, and then pure throw power, everything right there in front of you. Yeah, I'm gonna take that all day.
Okay,
those are my two. And now you get to round off before we get into our last round.
I'm looking through like just the different teams and just trying to like come up with with some good ideas for IQ and improv, because I feel like I've punted those a little further than I probably should have.
Fair enough.
But I think I'm also going to leave rush ability to last, just because there's so many that I can just be like, well, they're a good rusher. Like they don't have to be a good passer of the football. There's so many good running quarterbacks that I can take from. I think for improv, this is a current this season pick. I think I'm going to take Sam Darnold. I'm going to take Slam and Sam Darnold for improv, just because he's not like...
It's not the rush ability. Like, we have them separated for a reason. He's stepping up when he needs to. I can agree with that, honestly. I don't hate
And I'm going to take the IQ of Jordan Love. Oh, no, I'm kidding. This is going to be another one that I don't think he's on your radar at all. So I think I could actually take him for IQ at my last pick. But I want to give a shout out to Bryce Young for IQ, and I think that's who I'm going to take here.
All right.
Because...
No, I'm a big fan of Bryce Young. I like that.
There was one play this past week. I mean, this is huge recency bias on my part, but there was one play, one play this last week where he told Rico Dowdle a pass blocking assignment. So he was pointing out a linebacker to him as like, hey, I need you to watch him if he blitzes, and then handed it off to Rico Dowdle on a draw play, because like he was very clearly setting like a pass blocking assignment and then just handed it off to him. So it was like a really good, that's I feel a high IQ play. And with his lack of arm talent, lack of rushing ability, it's got to be something for him that's helping him succeed, and that's his IQ. So that's where I'm taking Bryce Young. Maybe a bad pick. Maybe there's some obvious like Josh Dobbs, I should take the pastronaut for IQ because his IQ is actually just super high. Or he's retired, but Ryan Fitzpatrick went to Harvard. So
just go off their college. And like, this guy went to Yale. All right, I'll go ahead. I'll get mine out of the way. I'm gonna go with Justin Fields for rush ability.
Okay. He was the number one, but there's plenty of number twos.
Yeah, I mean him. Hell, Caleb Williams. If you really want to, I feel like improv was where you go with that. But you got the other rushing ones, Jaden Daniels when healthy.
I mean, even like an Anthony Richardson or a Trey Lance, like
true,
those are great rushing quarterbacks. Pure rush ability of Anthony Richardson.
I wouldn't say either of those two did great rushing specifically in the NFL, but off of college tape as well, like they were there. I wouldn't ever consider. I'll say this: I won't. Never in a million years, Jalen Hurts makes that. Just saying.
No.
It's not a rushing touchdown stat, let me tell you. Now, when it comes to IQ, what I'm really between here is, do I go Baker Mayfield? Because I do just feel like he's not super toolsy. He does have that big arm and he does know when to rush, but he's just smart with putting the ball where it needs to go a lot of the time.
I should have taken him for improv, honestly.
Yeah,
he's back on it. I forgot he existed.
Yeah, like he's been the one in the rotation, but I come up with people to be better than him at each of these things.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like I would need to lean him for IQ, but I'm gonna go with Jaden Daniels because
Okay.
this is off of that insane rookie year he had. Like he was putting the ball where he needed to. Great accuracy, yes, but just the preparation, the ability to make those decisive throws, that is what makes me lean that way for him.
Yeah. Honestly, I did not think you were going there. I thought you were going to go a different recent rookie, and that was CJ Stroud. I thought you were going to
True.
go IQ
Yeah.
CJ
What
Stroud
was that? His
off of
his
that.
IQ test leaked prior, and they're like, he's really dumb. So,
Oh,
or was it the inverse?
I don't know. I just know that, good rookie
Mm-hmm.
season, poor
Yeah.
O-line play since has kind of hindered him. As far as rushability, like I said, there's a lot of names I could take from, but I'm going to give a shout out to a guy we were kind of just talking about right before the segment, and I'm going to take Kyler Murray for rushing ability.
Okay.
He's a little like I would have preferred 2021 Kyler Murray's rushing ability, but I think he's still got the wheels. I think that's still his bread and butter. So we're going Kyler Murray for rushing ability, just because again I could take a Trey Lance, I could take an Anthony Richardson as guys who are faster, are bigger, are stronger, but like you said, they just haven't shown it. I mean, Anthony Richardson, his rookie year, showed a lot of rushing potential, but honestly, the running
Few and far
around,
between.
gaining a couple yards, and then sub me out, coach.
Yeah.
That kind of like, I'm like,
That-
all right, are we
that
taking his
nerfs the
stamina into
rushability.
account
Yeah.
as well? Like, yeah. So, what an interesting slew of names is on this.
What an
this
interesting
page.
slew specifically from you. I feel like a lot of my guys are in that, like, we blame the
You
top
just picked
five.
like good quarterbacks,
Yeah,
and then
like
and then picked
mine
their
are
best
good
trait.
quarterbacks, and I put them where I deem their best trait to be. And then yours is like, I'm shouting out
Who is-
all of the downtrodden. Like,
Well, who is
Aaron
who is
Rodgers
outlandishly good at one thing, and
Yeah, and
maybe the
not
rest
really
of their
great.
game is pretty heavily lacking. But that's how I want to attack this draft, because I feel like
the
if
value.
we put this into Madden, we would end up with a similar overall player.
It skews your way, but I feel like I'm also, not having enough.
You definitely have
recency bias.
better players. You have a lot better players than I do
bro,
on the list for sure.
Drake May with that improv from college. I mean, the improv was insane. Seeing
Well,
it
the
in the
improv
league, he's doing it
in
when
the
he
Titans
needs to.
game last year. He had the game tying touchdown pass was him scrambling around behind the line of scrimmage for like 10 seconds and then finding a tight end in the end zone, or Pop Douglas in the end zone. I don't remember who it was, but I mean, Drake May's great. I could talk about him for a while, but
I
for all
do
you
like
beautiful people out
our
there.
oddly young IQ picks there. I feel like IQ
Yeah.
would have been a nice spot. You go with Jacoby Brissett. You go with the veterans
True.
that have been around.
Yeah.
Josh Dobbs, as you said. But
I thought about Joe Flacco.
like that we both
but
went young, and I'll take that.
I thought about Joe
Who?
Flacco. Joe Flacco.
True. Hey, guy's
But-
playing his best football at the oldest. Well, obviously the oldest he's ever been. That was a stupid thing to think to say.
Anyways,
in the comments,
all you
let us know
people-
who you think drafted better.
yeah, let us know which player you prefer, whether that's me, because my personal talent is Joe Milton's arm talent and Kyler Murray's rushing ability and Aaron Rodgers' accuracy. That's me personally. And Elijah is Justin Fields' rushing ability and Drake May's improv and Jaden Daniels' IQ. So it's a wonder we're not in the league already. But let us know who you prefer. And then let us know who your most surprised undrafted player was.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we got 10 players here. We banned the top 5, so there's a good handful of quarterbacks still, playing. Baker Mayfield.
I should have taken
I feel, is
Tua
a
for his
notable
IQ.
snub.
I should have taken Tua for his IQ.
I don't know. Pre-concussion, maybe, but
I don't even think pre-concussion. But
post TBI,
anyways.
I'm not so sure.
Alrighty, guys. That is going to do it for this segment video. Again, let us know in the comments your thoughts on our drafting and, again, biggest snubs, favorite players, and who you would have picked if you were in either of our positions. If you want to give us your full build without obviously with the band list intact. So do all of that and stick around for the podcast. Full episode dropping tomorrow at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. All of those good things, and we will get right back into the show.